Hey guys, what's going on? I know it's dark. I did this the last time and I gave you a little bit more light. Let's open that up. Give me a little bit more light on the video. So there will be 3 videos that are going to be dark coming out. This is going to be the third one. Hopefully I'll start getting, I haven't released any of these, and these are going to be pre-recorded from about a week ago. So when these finally do go up, then it's probably going to be kind of my thing that I'm trying to get back in recording videos. So, with that being said, let's talk about the movie I checked out. It's called Time Trap. It looked interesting. I don't think it was a Netflix movie. I think it was just like an off movie that they got a hold of. It may have been a Netflix movie. I don't know. It was on Netflix. So, back on Netflix, watching stuff again. This was kind of an interesting concept. And the concept was that they didn't really say much. Okay. So I have to talk about spoilers for this movie, but I don't think any spoilers could even spoil this movie because I've watched it and I still don't know what I've watched. It's one of those movies. So I could talk about anything in this movie. It's not going to do anything to spoil it. You have to check it out and see what you think, because I still don't know what happened. It's confusing. So the premise of this movie is that the professor is looking for these college kids who went missing. Now, you find out later that it was his parents. Not really, like I said, not really much of a spoiler. Anyway. But that kind of gives you the idea, the passion that this professor has to try and find this, to try and figure out what happened to his parents. And pretty much they went into this cave, supposedly, that he found the van. And supposedly they were looking for the Fountain of Youth, pretty much. So there was these caves. He found some rope, and he assumed that is the cave that he went into. Now there's numerous caves all over this hill. That comes into play, I think, during the movie, and because they're coming across all these different holes, and they're all part of this time trap. Hence the movie Time Trap. Yeah, whatever. But pretty much what happens is when you go down into this mountain, the time is passing. So pretty much like when you enter the cave a few feet in, is when the time trap happens. And you go in there and time just keeps on passing. And it goes by super fast when you're in there. So this movie was really, really confusing. Them trying to do stuff, and it really like jumped ahead like so fast in the middle of the movie, because they're seeing all this stuff, and then this girl goes up halfway through and there's nothing outside when she goes outside, and I'm like, what the hell? It's kind of a weird movie. Like, if you're a sci-fi junkie, even this movie will confuse you, because the premise is, it kind of makes sense, but in a way, I don't think it should have made sense. Like, you should have been able to go back to a certain hole, and it should have been present time or something like that. Like, but that's not where they went with this movie. So, is it worth watching? Yeah, I think it's okay. It's one of those movies where there's not going to be a sequel, because there's no need. And could they have made a sequel? Yeah, they probably could have made a sequel. But I mean, I really just don't think that they left it open for a sequel, because I think they could have did some different stuff in the movie to where something could have happened, and they could have made, another movie on top of there. Now, I mean, honestly, they could have the girl's dad go searching for him, and have a bunch of people with him, and they could end up getting trapped in it too. But and that could be a sequel. But I don't know if they will do that, because they kind of already gave away that he was looking for him during the movie. Like I said, I'm kind of talking about spoilers, but it's kind of hard not to. But pretty much, by the end of this movie, the Earth is uninhabitable. Pretty much, for some reason. Something happens. We don't know, because they don't show us. So it's a lot of, I think, imagination going on. That's why and it's not that makes it bad. What makes it bad is the fact that you just have no clue what is going on in the movie. There's not a lot explained. It's a lot of just, it happens. You figure it out. You come up with what you think happened, and you discuss it. You know, it's kind of like that kind of thing, I think. Kind of left up. Why am I yawning? Left up to your own interpretation, I think. But yeah, Time Trap. Would I recommend it? If you're a big sci-fi nut, you might be into it. But super, super, super confusing ending. Nothing explained. Sort of, they explain it, but not really. I don't even know. Like, and if someone were to ask who's in it, nobody. There's nobody. I've never seen any of these people before. So I don't even know if the Professor Hubbard, whatever it was his name, I don't even know if he's popular or if he's been in other things, because just by looking at them, I don't know them from anything. Like, they may be from different things that I've never seen, but I have no clue. Like, you would have thought that they had like 1 star in it from something. And honestly, one of the kids looked like the kid. Yeah, one of the kids looked kind of familiar. Like, I kind of wonder if he was in something. Because he's the only one to look somewhat familiar from anything. And I don't even know. I don't even think he is someone that is known. Yeah, I think it's more of a lot of unknown people, because it's just a one-off movie. They're not going to make a sequel. It was just a goofy sci-fi movie. They're not there. But somebody could take that concept and make a pretty dang good franchise, you know, to be completely honest. I mean, the weirdest thing about this movie is they were going like deep into the mountains, trying to figure out a way to just get out of there. And they came across a futuristic person. And I don't know what was going on with that. And then they go the other way, because they're trying to get away with thinking that he was going to kill them, which I don't know if that was his intention to begin with anyway. But then they go the other way, trying to get away from him, and then they run into cavemen. So, you tell me, I'm confused. And then they stayed around the cavemen for a long time, trying to figure out how to get out, because that was where the hole was. So cavemen kept showing up. So I don't know. I was confused with the whole time thing. That's why I'm thinking there was a way to get out of there and to go the other way to kind of go backwards in time. But I don't think they don't think they could figure it out. So maybe there will be a sequel, and somebody will figure that out, how to go back in certain times through that cave. Because I think that would be an interesting concept, that if it was the same movie, or they made Time Trap 2 and some people got trapped in there, but figured out how to, you know, go in this time thing. Or if they ended up if they made a sequel but had them going back in time so that they could live their lives like they should have and go back to where they were. I don't know. It's a very, very odd concept that it kind of threw me off. But anyways, I don't know. Check out Time Trap. I don't know what else to say about it. It was kind of a weird movie, and when I thought about reviewing it this morning, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to say, because it's a weird movie, and it's not really something you can really explain very well. And if you're sitting here trying to explain it, they're going to be like going, what are you talking about? That makes no sense. I know! Well, I watched the movie, and that's what happened. Tell me about it. I'm sitting here watching it going, what the... And then at the end, when the space person shows up at the end, I'm like, what is going on? This movie just like It was all slow and sort of realistic for the longest time, except for the time changing and going fast. And then all that started to happen. It was crazy. So crazy. But yeah. And in the ending, it just kind of like, boom, boom, and then something happens at the end, and it's like, that's it? That's it. It's one of those movies where it was going so good, and then at the end, they're just like, it's like they had a plan, but then they couldn't figure out how to end it, so they just ended it really stupid. It's like one of those movies. And it was like, man, that was so of a letdown. Like, it was so good starting out, and then like just got puzzled. At the end, I just got confuzzled. Somebody couldn't figure out how to end the movie. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the review. Check out Time Warp. Yeah, Time Warp is what it's called. Let me know what you think about it. I thought it was okay. Not the greatest movie. Not even probably on the average, but a little bit below average movie, because it's not like super good, but it was fun to watch. You know, if you're watching it with your friends, it may be a little boring. If you're bored on a Tuesday or something, check it out. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and more content is coming. I promise. I know I suck. I have not been putting out anything, and I need to get back on it. Keep rocking. Keep on watching movie reviews, and hopefully mine. Later, guys. Keep rocking.